don't see why you're pointing any finger at Trump. You really should be pointing it at yourself. You know what I'm saying? When we look at it, we keep losing and losing and losing. Chris Christie said on Saturday, and the fact of the matter is the reason we're losing is because of the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, Chubby Bear Baby, has put himself before everyone else. Trump announced his 2024 campaign for presidency on Tuesday despite major pushback from within his own party. Yes, of course. The laughing stock of the world, Donald J. Trump Jr. blasts after his father, Donald Trump, announced the 2024 election. You know what I'm saying? When we look at it, you know what I'm saying? When he decides to run. When the president finally announces running for the president in 2024 on Tuesday, November 15th. And, of course, he received support from his son, Donald Trump Jr., who shares a new via Instagram. Trump Jr. posts photos from Twitter of his father with the caption, President Trump, in order to make America great, and, you know what I'm saying, I guess he's saying make America great and glorious again, I am tonight announcing my candidacy for presidency of the United States. You know what I'm saying? How some were not pleased with the reality star latest endeavor. Why not? I bet you Biden said did it be jumping for joy, he probably would have been doing backflips. Lindsey Graham said there are going to be people jumping off bridges in San Francisco by the thousands. Yeah. So we see Ron DeSantis reportedly wait for Trump to punch himself out of presidency of the presidential race. You know, you're probably waiting to see them criminals trump up all these charges they got, weak as shit, and use that to get him out. We see Kevin McCarthy to Republican Jews, I will kick Ayana Omar out of Foreign Affairs Committee. All right. The CID, you know what I'm saying, and many other things coming on the chat. We see another one coming in here where we have, here's what could happen now that Republicans have won the House. Kevin McCarthy is going to have to manage a very small and unruly majority. Yeah, of course. They ain't unruly. The demon Democrats have been that way since we know it. Republicans clinched the House of Representatives on Wednesday, more than a week after Election Day, after outlit projects that they won their 218th seat. That means we're once again heading for a divided government with demon Democrats holding the Senate and the White House and Republicans in control of the House. And while Republican gains were much slimmer than they hoped, they still have the ability to throw enormous wrench into demon Democratic. Why they have to throw a wrench in the demon Democratic plans for the next 2 years? They need to throw more than that. They need to throw them out. You mean their plans? They had no plans. What plans did they ever have? still asking that question. House Majority Leader and likely future House Speaker Kevin McCarthy bragged last year that the Republicans could slip as many as 60 seats, with six race yet to be called. However, it's likely they'll only net somewhere around a dozen in what turned out to be the best midterm election for the sitting president party in 20 years. The Demon Democrat also flipped three governments a year while y'all still about. The American people need to step up and really step in and do more than just a vote. You know what I'm saying? Because the way things are going and we're looking at this flipping back and forth garbage, it is not saying much for what we need. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, all on our borders and outside on the realm of the foreign affairs seems like complete chaos aiming at our world. You know what I'm saying? We need to start putting pressure on these demons. You know what I'm saying? Even saying that, we have another one coming away saying Hawks of Victory created a hurdle, created a hurdle. Democrats unite in New York. Unite for what? Y'all need to go somewhere with that because you're trying to hold on to leadership in New York that you should not be holding on to for so long. And this is when New Yorkers are making the most deadliest mistake. You know what I'm saying? Election denial is alive and well despite statewide laws, conspiracies, when some local offices say, yeah, whatever. You know what I'm saying? All of y'all full of shit when it comes down to it. Don't ain't nothing but no conspiracy. Conspiracy my ass. You gives a shit about some word. The truth is the truth. You've been doing garbage under the nose and calling it conspiracy theories and all kinds of bullshit to pass, and also people don't pay any attention to it. That's what you've been doing. Meanwhile, the reality of it is still the reality of it that it happened. Reports of a second major U.S. Supreme Court leak draws call for probe. You know what I'm saying? As we see in that particular story, reports of second major U.S. Supreme Court leak draws call for probe. We see here we have one coming in from the Rutter, whatever, one day ago. You know what I'm saying? We see here Washington, D.C., November 19, the Rutter, you see coming in. A New York Times report of former anti-abortion leader claims that he was told in advance about the outcome of a major 2014 U.S. court case involving the contraceptive triggered calls on Saturday for an investigation of the court, still reeling from the week of a landmark leak of a landmark abortion rights ruling. Reverend Rob, or whatever his name is, Shanking, or whatever his name is, was quoted by the Times as saying he was informed weeks before the public announcement of the 2014, shortly after two conservatives allies had dinner at the home of Supreme Court Justice Samuel Alito and his wife. Yeah, I wonder what it was having. They was probably having caviar and herbs. We don't have time for bullshit. You know what I'm saying? We know for well that it's not surprising or unexpected that they would have pulled a Roe versus Wade trick at this particular time. This is what they do. You know what I'm saying? This is what they do. We don't know. It could come from a plan from the Republican side as well. We don't know the true meaning of why Trump and them wanted to really be against this, but we do know what we see based on what women are doing to themselves or doing in change. Because we're not talking about every single woman, unless every single woman in America is about to be raped I don't know what you're talking about, just going and throwing away a baby, and then this becomes an issue on a voting platform that would flip votes into the hands of the demon Democrats, the same Luciferian motherfucker who's out here doing shit to the people by greasing them up and then saying that it was something, good for you. You know what I'm saying? Obama said voters learn lessons from 2010, 2014, but yeah, to kick you out probably, and you should have never been a president in our country, but we know for the cheating and the scheming and the gaming of the demon Democrats leak one of y'all idiots from one to another, and you're going to make sure it's not a full-grown, black-ass skin, black as Ace of Spades, black man in there. So you put what? So-called Arab. You know what I'm saying? Man arrested for alleged threats again, because all of y'all are slave masters and y'all all stick together on the same Luciferian platform of Baphomet running down your mother throat. And then you want to come out here and be in our government and doing all kinds of corrupt things and got the common people flipping like a dime off a nickel of a ship. You know what I'm saying? And they can't seem to get together because they're too busy divided on many fronts and many games. You know what I'm saying? We have to start killing that bullshit and start being used as somebody's puppet and wonder and decide to cut the strings from the puppet masters and go after them if we have to make sure that they're not in our government, clean them out and flush them out. We're not talking about violence, we're talking about politically understanding the landscape of the game that they play. If they can play it, we can too. We're American people, we can put up a fight, we can start our own party. We can start the People's Party. We can start any kind of party you want to name it, and make sure that it's for the people of the United States of America and is standing for the political power all the way to the White House. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to put up no violence. We want to be civilized in our ways. You know what I'm saying? If they come with it, then we have to defend ourselves. But if they don't become politically correct just the same way they do, using the Constitution as our full understanding that we as the people have a right to fight against tyranny within our own government if the government turns bad. They've been bad. Got news for you. It's been bad. You know what I'm saying? Like they said in the movie, it's a cesspool in there. It's a cesspool up there. Oh no, yeah, yes, no, it's no, Kimmy, no, yes, it is. You know what I'm saying? And that type of shit.